My name is Roxann Caserio from North Ridgeville City School District. This is my 5th year as a superintendent.
How many years with Moss?
Second year. I think the most important piece of advice you can give to new superintendents is to listen to not only your community, your teaching staff, your administrators, your school board, and just making sure that you understand what the pulse of your community is. Sometimes we, come from other districts where we want to try to implement things that maybe have worked there, and I, can say that I think that is a mistake, and it is a different district and things work differently. So understanding the culture, understanding the climate, understanding the needs before you step in and start making sweeping changes, I think is probably the most important piece of advice I can offer. Building a team, when you talk about the people who are surrounding you and supporting you, it's important to understand their strengths, understand where you can support them and guide them in future leadership development, and really working as one unit to support the overall structure of the school learning environment. Trust is so important. Again, that listening piece and communicating, and not just asking for advice and then doing nothing with it, but being able to open up a means of two-way communication with your staff, your community, your students, bringing them to the table and what their expectations are is so important. And again, making sure that you take, the advice that you're given or the suggestions that are given, and with your own knowledge of, again, your strengths and, where we need to support people to implement some of those things, begins to build trust. So trust is always questioned, right? You can't make everybody happy, and if I was, I wouldn't be doing my job. But everybody has different opinions on the way in which we should be handling lunchroom activity, transportation. There's always some form of mistrust that is built just based on the fact that people disagree with you, and that's okay. I think, again, making sure that you listen to people, make them feel heard. It doesn't mean you're going to do what they say you should do, but again, just making people feel like they at least have an active voice in the community is extremely important. And again, sometimes misunderstanding for a lack of trust, and sometimes it is, but for the most part that has worked, at least in my environment.